Today, we've been blessed with some Iowa winter weather, finally. So there's about 5 inches of snow on the ground, and tonight it is supposed to be -8 degrees pre-wind chill. So Matt and I are going winter camping. It's time to nut up or shut up. I'm so lucky I get to sit right next to Big Haus. So, for those of you that have been just almost peeing your pants excited to see who wins, Big Haus versus Matt's Abomination, now's your chance. So we're gonna take the boys out and sled them up and down up to the backpack sites at Yellowbanks here in Des Moines. That way, if shit hits the fan, we're not all that far from home. So we won't be losing any toes or noses or stuff, so. Eventually we'll get going here. Matt can't remember if he locked the door. That's his usual OCD mentality. I think we waste about, I don't know, 15 minutes out of every day worrying about whether Matt locked the door or not. I'm telling you, he just needs to make that shit instinct. Must have been a success. Got Big Haus all strapped in there. Matt's working on the Abomination. Maybe we'll endearingly start calling it the Abominator, because I feel like that's kind of a tough name, since it's probably gonna work, so we can't really call it an abomination. That's more for a competitive aspect. But yeah, it's pretty butt cold out. It's got to be negative something. But I don't have a thermometer with me, so I'm just gonna use my nose to tell me how close to frostbite I am. Just kidding. I'm doing pretty good. I've gone like maybe 75 feet. This is a workout. Already down a layer. It's -degrees outside, I'm sweating. Here's our pristine, untouched winter wilderness.
No, obsessive.
Poor Wimbledon can't handle the snow on his feet. Poor weenie.
Where were you going?
Hey guys, I got my fire going. Ugh. That's nice and toasty. So now we're just waiting for the tent to warm up. Matt's still out gathering some wood because he is more stronger with an axe than me. So I sit in here and have been splicing the wood and splitting it and stuff, getting it ready to go in the firebox to keep us warm tonight. Weenie, he's still kind of cold, but he's starting to warm up after playing all day in the snow. Britton's over there picking snowballs out of his feet. Yeah. -8 degrees soon. I was gonna show you my little booties that I got. These are actually just muckluck liners that I got off of eBay, and I got them because I wasn't sure how big they actually were, and I thought maybe they'd be good liners for my boots, but they don't fit at all. So I kept them because I thought they'd be really good for just wearing around the tent when we're not outside. So they were pretty nice. They're pretty toasty. Just they're pretty much just straight wool, so pretty warm. But if you go in the snow, you want to put your boots back on. Ah, headless person! This is what happens when you get out here at like 2, because we had to work last night. So we spent the daylight hours gathering pieces of wood that we could process in the tent. So, these ones. So it's a good thing we're night shifters. They'll keep us busy through the night. For boundary waters next week, I'm thinking Foley catheters, baby. It's cold outside. We made it through the night. So we're gonna cook some breakfast and then probably go back home. But our sleeping went really good. I was toasty warm all night. I was using this negative 20-degree bag Matt got me, and then we cover it all with it's an old bed comforter that we used to have, down comforter. And then I threw my winter coat and an extra sweat overcoat thing that I had over the top too, and I was really warm. Still have my muckluck linings on too. My feet are nice and warm. Matt used 2 of our no-name 0-degree bags with the comfort over him, and he was warm too. I also had the wiener dog in mine, my personal space heater. Burton. Burton just had a bunch of fur and he was fine. But we will need to get him some dog boots before we go up north. His feet got a little frozen yesterday running around in all that snow. So, okay, I'm gonna cook something. Bye. I was gonna show you what we used for our floor of our tent because it worked out pretty well last night. We have just a really thick, cheap old tarp, and then this is our Reflectix that it's the width of our Polk sleds, and then there's 4 wide, so you can accordion fold them and put them in the bottom of your Polk sled. And they don't take up much room, but they really provide a lot of insulation from the ground. I can show you from under our stove, and this stove has been going for, well, almost most of the day yesterday, and then still this morning and most of last night. And you can see how much snow is left under the Reflectix between the ground and the snow. So that this stuff is really cool. I don't know, we built koozies out of it, and I figured it would work for this, and it does. I found a hole that got burnt into our tarp. Because we had a rogue spark. Let's see. So we got some eggs going. These eggs are from our chickens at home. I better flip them. So I'm gonna let you go so I can do that. Have to give another thanks to Shug Emery on his video for winter layering. Kind of had somewhat of an idea before, but it's kind of nice to see what he did, and Matt and I kind of did the running tights with wool socks and just a over pant. These are actually yoga pants. And then a really thin undershirt. I had Under Armour on, but when I had my arms bent sleeping last night, it kind of cut the circulation off to my arms, so I took it off. And then kind of like a puffy coat, and then some fleece, and then my shell, which is under Burton and Matt. There she is. Matt kind of did the same thing, and we were both pretty warm and prepared, so that was nice. For gloves, I did these. They're like neoprene, I think. They have electric things for your iPod or whatever, but that under more thicker glove, which I can't find right now. I think I packed them because I haven't really been using them. So, and that kept my hands nice and warm.
Sleeping socks.
Hey, thanks, Shug.
Thanks, Shug.
Matt got me these socks for Christmas. Redhead wool socks. Super thick and super warm. All packed up. And our sleds are looking like burritos. Or a big Haus Abominator. Matt's burrito's kind of open in the end. It's okay. Well, Burton. And Wimby's. His jacket. They both have jackets. We survived the night!